Homelessness. It's an epidemic. Far worse than COVID. And it seems to be contagious. I don't know what any of you are going to do when you can't pay your bills. Inflation is out of control. According to the newspapers, they're going to tell you that it's slowing down and they're going to credit Biden with this. But he's up for election, which is a fucking joke. That guy has dementia. He needs help not to be running our country. And if my only choice is between Biden or Trump, I'm voting for Trump every fucking day. If you've got somebody better than Biden, let's see him. I don't understand the insanity that is happening. And I can't comment on anything that's happening around the world, because I haven't been every place in the world, but I'll tell you where I have been my entire life. Upstate New York. You should take a ride around the countryside and see all of the abandoned houses, which I don't know why anybody can't live in. I don't know why anybody isn't doing anything with them. I don't understand it. And the places that people are living in, these landlords are just left to run amok. The codes guys don't enforce anything. HUD doesn't enforce anything. My children in this day and age had lead poisoning. Millions these counties are given to clean this shit up. Lead, mold, asbestos. The whole point of HUD, the housing authority, is supposed to be protecting the rights of the tenant, not the rights of the landlord to rip everyone off and leave them in inhabitable conditions. I don't ever understand why everyone just sits back and takes to this. These are your children. Do you care at all? These are your elderly parents. Do you care at all? Wait until it's you. Wait until you need help. You're not going to get it. I know. Nobody wants to believe me. You'll see. You're not going to be able to pay your electric bill. You're not going to be able to buy a car. Everything is going to go electric. You're going to need a $20,000 battery after a while. You're not going to have any place to dispose of it because the landfills aren't going to take them. You're not going to be able to afford food. The price of everything just keeps going up. And it doesn't help when they raise the minimum wage, because then they just start raking in all the money by raising the prices on everything again. So I'm happy for all the people that got their college loans forgiven. They are allowed some wiggle room. What about you with your mortgage? What about you with all that credit card debt? What about you with that car payment? What about all these new college loans that are starting for the next year and the next year and the next year? What are you going to do? Do you know? Homelessness. It's an epidemic right here in upstate New York. And I can't speak for any other county other than Delaware County, but I can tell you right now, People are being denied services. The services that are supposed to be there to help people. If everyone at all times could just do it themselves, wouldn't they? Why does that mental health, well, excuse me, let me correct myself, behavioral health, why does that parking lot sit empty in Walton, New York? Delaware County is the picture of mental health. Really interesting. Shouldn't there be people being referred to drug and alcohol and whatnot? There's a massive problem with alcoholism in upstate New York, which always has been. And now we have all these drugs. Are people calling and asking for help and they're just being told, do it yourself? Because they're not going to mental health. New York State, are you aware of this? Albany? Why doesn't someone come down and check this out? Or is it just too much of a problem that you're just going to keep ignoring it? I don't know, guys. Somebody might want to pay attention. Somebody might want to do something. There's a big problem in Delaware County. Big problem. The poorest county in upstate New York. And I'm telling you right now, if that place got wiped off the map, nobody would care. Nobody. Nobody would even notice. What are they going to do? Miss the Delaware County Fair? They'll just stick it someplace else. I cannot count how many people in Walton have no transportation anywhere. They are just trapped in that town. Transportation is not providing transportation. I can attest to that personally. And I've spoken to many, many people. They're not getting the medical services they need. They're not getting the mental health services they need. They're not getting the drug and alcohol services they need. Nobody's getting their housing needs met. If you're homeless, you're being told by social services you can't apply for food stamps. Well, aren't those the very first people that need them? Rhonda Terry told me that. You cannot apply for food stamps if you're homeless. How many other people have been told this? I can't be the only one speaking up. I can't. I'm only one person and this isn't working. You need to speak up, people. Call the senator. Call your local assemblyman. Do not call social services. It's going to do you no good whatsoever. You can try. I would suggest you record it. You don't want to start your own YouTube? Send it to me on my Facebook through Messenger. I'll post it for you. Tell me your name and where you're from. Send me a message with whatever information that you would like released, and I will post your videos for you.